Prepare me to prepare me to prepare me.
What's up, everybody? You know who this is, Shante, aka Stars of Makeup. I have a very, very, very special guest with me today. His name is Javon, aka Slay, aka King of the Hookah, aka the best broker in the game. Say what's up.
What's going on out there? You already know what it is. It's your boy Slay, aka best broker in the game, and we're rocking out right now. It's exclusive.
So, Slay, let me ask you a couple of questions. When you first heard the word Stars of Makeup,
Well, basically, I sat back and I really paid attention to the concept, and I was like, wow, that's dope. It's interesting. I felt like it was unique. I felt that it was something that I could relate to, and the journey and the struggles of how I came up in the game and pretty much able to go over different things and give people something to reflect on my journey, and hopefully it can guide them into something of what they trying to do, or the young ones out there. So I pretty much I use it as a mirror, and the name pretty much fit exactly what I was doing. So it's a very dope concept. I love it.
thank you, I appreciate that. So, my next question is, what does Stars of Makeup represent?
Stars of Makeup, I feel like it's definitely something. It represents a Harlem kid like me, basically coming from, I'm not gonna say rags to riches, but coming from the urban area, coming from the neighborhood, watching stars be stars, and pretty much it means just like expressing your journey and teaching people how you can actually make it, and the scars that of the struggle and everything. You gotta go through a life, the course of life, and pretty much just dealing with so many different actions, like living in the projects, and people don't even know that basically it's like, people relying on just enough cash to survive the projects, you know what I'm saying, and how to bounce back from over that, and just dealing with, the jail being just on the road, you know what I'm saying, so Stars of Makeup represents uplifting, the norm, and, now you gotta sit back and reflect and show people that you can actually make it happen.
No. So, I need to ask you this before we get into. I'm looking at your shirt, and it's pretty dope.
Oh, okay, you got that.
And of course, I see the Slay going on over there, and this says Life. So I'll get that on camera.
Yes, definitely Life. And this is the basically this is the custom exclusive one-to-one Harlem World edition of the hottest urban brand in the streets right now. LifeUrbanWear.com, that's the website. Living it fully every day is what it stands for. And right now, I feel like this clothing line represents everybody, and it's universal, worldwide. You don't have to be a certain genre, a certain color, race to wear it. If you live in it fully every day, then you're a part of life. So that's what it's about. And also, for the record clear, I have 20% in the company, so I'm not the full owner. We have other partners as well, and we doing what we need to do.
That's dope. I just like the fact that you just generated the whole life thing and the concept with everyday life. Like, it's just dope. And the fact that there is no color behind it. Like you just said, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. You can wear this brand. So that's pretty dope.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about you.
Let's do it.
We know you came from Harlem.
Right here in this building.
Right?
626, Riverside Drive.
Shout out to Riverside Drive. Harlem Rolling Building.
Yeah. This very room, Tupac filmed Juice. They filmed it and they ate and sat and did the whole little lunch thing here. This very room right here. So this is a legendary room right here.
Cool. That's great. So tell me me about you. You growing up, you know, your struggles, your ups and downs, your ins and outs, and what led you to where you are today and who you are today.
Okay, so basically, start off with we can pretty much start off with basically with me. Everybody knows I was a very, very well-known street ball basketball player, and they called me the Slayer, so that's where they got the Slay from.
Okay.
I played in the Rucker. That's where I got my name at. Went to 5 different colleges. Basketball was my life every day. Buffalo State College was my most recent. The U of O College in Buffalo, I won a national championship with them, 2003, 2004. I went to Trinity Valley Community College in Texas. That was a JUCO D1. I went to, my first college was actually Barber Scotia College in North Carolina. So, I went to so many different colleges, but
were those like scholarships?
yeah, scholarship based. And the reason why I went to a lot of different colleges is because, for example, scholarship wise, and being from the neighborhood, from the hood,
right.
you don't have the parents to really give financially back you to actually stay in a full ride school.
Right.
Tuition is too much, so just like anything else, you got to hustle in life. Absolutely. I had to hustle the colleges. All right, well, y'all want me, then give me a scholarship and I'm out.
Right, absolutely.
And that's what it was. So my thing was just never wanting to be in the hood and getting caught up, and I wanted to go away and experience life, and I learned different things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. So moving on, what was your next step?
My next step was after basketball was over, my ultimate goal was to pretty much open up my own basketball camp.
Okay.
I still didn't get a chance to do that yet, but that's coming. But that was like my number one thing: basketball camp for the kids. Like that's all I want to do. And in the process of doing that, I hit so many different bumps and loopholes in the journey. Like, for example, I had so many scars, and I didn't have no help. Nobody wanted to help. Nobody wanted to really like pitch in, or nobody could see the vision I was trying to do.
Right.
So now with the clothing line, for example, it's hard to get a sponsor when you want to do a basketball camp, because if you don't have Nike, Adidas, or the main sneaker lines backing you, people look at you as a joke, or that's not really going to work.
Right.
But now, I have my own clothing line, I can sponsor myself. So it all comes together, because now I don't need Nike or Reebok. I can just put life on the kids, and it can just go hand in hand.
Right.
So now people are going to come to me.
Right.
So I just had to figure out the different angles of how to, maneuver around the loopholes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this whole scars and makeup thing is so important, because people get discouraged if you try and it doesn't work. But then you just got to sit back and figure out how you get into the loop.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is.
Okay, so moving on from you wanting to get a basketball camp, and you got your life brand, and you feel like they can come to me now because I have my own brand now, so I don't need, those big names and those big corporations. So what happened after that? What was your next step?
Well, number one, before the clothing line era, because that is the most current that people know me as. Before that, let's move on. Let's take it all the way back.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna take it back. I would say about just 12 months ago, I was literally working for HookahKing LIFE. HookahKing LIFE was a portable hookah stick company, right? And we were the only ones in the game, in the industry, who did customized hookah sticks.
Okay.
So basically, for example, the first client that I actually had to work with was Delicious. From Flavor of Love Show.
Flavor of Love, okay.
And I mean, now, we didn't sign any paperwork or anything, but we tested the waters with Delicious. I went out there for a couple of days in Detroit. To Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
We flew out there. She took me around the town, showed me Wild Love. Shout out to Delicious. Shout out to, the whole S-Boy movement. My guys out there, y'all real cool. Shout out to the whole Detroit. They showed me Wild Love out there, took me all around, and we were trying to line in and lock in a deal with Delicious, but for whatever reason, things didn't work out, and it's fine, it's all good. But that was my first opportunity to really brand my celebrity client movement.
Right. Shout out to Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Detroit. You gotta go out there sometime too. Definitely get an interview with Delicious.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like I said, that introduced me to the celebrity client lane.
Okay.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying.
Okay. So sticking to love and hip hop, I know that you recently did a scene with me in DC. That's actually going to be coming out this Monday. So you gotta look out for that Love and Hip Hop this Monday coming up. Talk to me about that.
Oh, that was very interesting. Basically the day before that. Well, all right. So basically, what happened was I got the call to come down to Fizz Barbershop in Harlem. Shout out to Fizz Barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Fizz Barbershop.
Yep. 8th Avenue, 135th in Harlem. I got the call to come down. And they wanted to use the blow hookah that I actually have this hookah machine. They wanted to use the blow hookah that I and that I've done several videos for already. And they wanted to try it and see how it would work for a scene in the barbershop scene. Nobody's done that yet to this day. Put a hookah in the barbershop. Like, that's so dope concept. You know what I'm saying? Because hookah is real popular right now.
Right.
So instead of you just sitting there waiting for a haircut, let me hit the hookah. So that's what it was. It was product placement. You know what I'm saying?
So it was a product placement to just pretty much
expose the movement of the hookah.
Right.
And now you can do it in a barbershop.
And then you have it in a barbershop, and then you have it, celebrity, which is Men DC.
Exactly.
Shout out to Men DC. Shout out to hip hop.
So, it's not like I had a big part of anything, but at the end of the day,
right.
I brought something different to
what a product is.
Exactly. So product placement is basically what I've always done. So
that's like one of your main jobs.
Yeah, that was one of my main hobbies or main, accolades.
Okay. So moving out of the love and hip hop situation for a moment, let's talk about videos, because I know you've done a lot of videos, and most of the videos had everything to do with the hookah life or hookah space.
Exactly. Hookah Life, Flow Hookah is the actual name of the company that I've recently been working with. Basically, we can start from that. With the Blow Hookah, pretty much we shot Pass Me the Hookah. We shot that. That was the first video, and that was featuring Young Thug and Tiger. The song is called Pass Me the Hookah, and if you look at the video, you'll see the Blow Hookah in the video. Like, people still don't know that to this day, but we was the one who put the product placement in the video. So the song is technically talking about the blow hookah machine.
Right.
If you really listen to the lyrics.
Right.
So that was dope, because nobody ever seen this type of hookah in the world. This is the whole brand new machine. This is like a 2015 Bentley that never came out in 2010. So you see the Bentley 5 years before it comes out.
Right, okay.
So I'm like so far ahead of what's really going on.
Exactly. That's why they put it in.
Exactly. That's why I keep that name, because the things I did, people never seen it before. So now, as it's coming out, I already did that 3 years ago.
Okay.
So we shot the Pass Me the Hookah video.
Right.
Then from there, we shot the Hold You Down video with DJ Khaled.
Right. Okay.
I was there. That was last summer. That was a big video.
Right.
#1 in the Billboard charts.
Shout out to DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, Future, Chris Brown, Augustine, the whole crew. That was real dope. Like I said, we shot that in Vegas, actually, and that was really big.
So where was the product placement in that?
The product placement on that one was at the end of the video when DJ Khaled did the whole, you smart, you loyal.
Right.
And if you look in the background, he has the blow machine and he's holding the actual hookah.
Absolutely, I see.
Exactly. So that's like, that right there is the notoriety. So the things that I did, I might have not got paid for. You know what I'm saying? The way I wanted to get paid. Pretty much, I haven't got paid for them, but the notoriety, and that's what got me to the next level.
Okay. So moving on from one video to the next, you worked with Coke Boys.
Coach, definitely. That was like one of my stepping stone points in the ETA.
Remy Mom.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so
shout out to Remy Mom.
So all right, so let's go. We want to start with French. Well, basically, with Coke Boys, the whole Coke Boys situation, that was about 2 years ago. Shout out to French, shout out to Max, shout out to City Kai, shout out to the whole movement, shout out to Bang, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Zach, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that oversees on the streets, definitely Max. Max is French bodyguard. That's, he the one who pretty much put me in the loop. You know what I'm saying? I ran it. Yeah, let's talk about that. Basically, it was like 2 years ago. I ran into to Fridge and Max and really my guy, Luca Brasi. Shout out to Luca Brasi. He's my guy from when I was a little boy running around playing in the record. Luca used to run with Taliban, Dipset, and he was the dude. He's the OG. So Luca seen me in the club in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Star Bar. Shout out to Star Bar, Big Tex. And he basically was like, "Yo, come on stage, what's up?" I'm like, we're from the same hood. So I'm on stage now, and I'm rocking out. So then, I introduced myself as French, and like I didn't technically know French before that, like on the one-on-one
French
Montana. I didn't know him on the one-on-one physically, like, yo, what's up, my boy. But I know we used to play ball together back in the days in Riverbend. So, this is, when you're from Harlem, you come across people so many different times.
Shout out to Riverbend State Park.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, so my thing was, like you said.
How did it feel to be traveling with Remy Ma? I mean, you went from, Coke Boys, Chinks, Zach, Erica Mena.
Well, actually, that was.
DC,
Lux,
Zach, that's French Montana's brother. And now, you hear, Remy Ma, she just fresh up and she's doing things.
I'm the first one around her.
Right.
Honest, the crazy thing is this, check it. The way the city is, everybody knows everybody. When you're in the loop, like I was saying to you before, once you're in the loop, you're in the loop. And what makes you more important is having a product that everybody wants.
Right.
So it's like having a fresh pair of Jordans that nobody has.
Right.
Everybody wants it, so it's a matter of time who's going to be around to get it.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it boils down to. So I pretty much was that fresh kid on the block. I had a product that everybody wanted. I brought it to a lounge with Chinks, and the whole hookah bar dropped their hookah, their dinosaur hookahs, and ran to what I had.
Wait, so hold on. Let's replay this. Because I'm picturing it in my mind. You coming in there with this
You ever been to hookah lounge before?
No, I haven't. But you coming in with this big old hookah with
the size of a refrigerator. The size of a refrigerator.
That lights up.
With a remote control in the dark restaurant.
Right, in the dark.
I'm coming in with lasers on the hookah.
I don't know if y'all understanding what we're talking about.
They really don't.
I'm mad you don't even got it with you. You're supposed to have it with you.
Nah, that's just too much.
But that's the shot that's fired at you.
Right, because then I went to a whole other interview because then now we went at a hookah interview. You know what I'm saying? So
but I'm just saying,
that's part two.
That's part
two. Now, part two, I'll bring the machine down.
Right.
And we'll do the hookah part two interview because that'll be real dope.
Right, it would.
Because now we can actually show the people how it looks and how it looks. I'll do that part two.
I'm picturing it though, and then you're there. And then you just do it. You got smoke going, and everybody just stop.
They just drop what they doing.
And just look.
Listen, if you didn't know people really love to take pictures, that's when you'll find out. When you got the newest, hottest thing, and everybody camera phone works at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm taking pictures. I'm taking pictures with people I don't even know. The Indian dude's like, oh my God, yo, they going crazy. The first thing they do, they going right to the YouTube. They going right to the neck.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Yeah.
That one's got they can get it cheaper, so they can sell it in their shop.
Right.
They're like, yo, how much that should go? $1,000? Oh, all right, yeah, let me go over here and see if I can get this.
And that's the actual price, $1,000, right?
It's definitely a little bit more than that.
It's okay, but it's up in that G price range.
That's why I went from selling Hondas, the hookah stick, to Lamborghinis. Like, that's the difference.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so.
That's exactly what you did in the hookah. Like, you went from Hondas to.
Yeah, the hookah sticks for $20. I mean, my goodness.
$10 in the store.
Exactly, but now I got a machine. It's $1,000 machine. So leading over to the Remy Ma story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She asked me to go to her next event, which is Sugar Jay's birthday party, and he had Remy Ma hosted. Her first event home in like six years. So it was an all-white party. So I come, I still got on what I had on. So I show up to the spot, boom. So now.
You're the only one that don't got on white.
No, definitely not. I don't just plan to go on an all-white day party, like no. So I get to the spot, I'm taking
this was Remy Ma's party.
This is Superstar Jay's, the DJ, Superstar Jay birthday bash, and it was in the summertime.
Okay.
And then he had Remy Ma hosted.
Okay, so she invited you.
A day party because she's still in curfew.
Right.
So she couldn't stay out past 9 o'clock.
Right.
So he did a day party so she could host it. First person up booker, you know. So I get to the spot. Now, mind you, get to the spot. Now, this is another interesting story. This is the first time I ever seen Remy Ma and Papoose like together, one, and actually arguing. Like, not in a bad way, but just like, you know how come just like, So it was over me, the hookah stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, they're not gonna like me after this. But clearly, you know, Papoose was a bit concerned about, you know what I'm saying, Remy and just being affiliated with anything looking like smoke could be a violation to send them back to jail because you know the people don't know what hookah is.
Yeah, but they do. They act like they don't. They just put you through the rundown.
But we don't know.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. I understand what Papoose was saying. And that was right before the whole pictures and everything. So people only see the pictures, but they don't see what happened right before the pictures.
Right.
So that's why I said the stories are so crazy. But they got a little, look, I'm doing. I told them to come there type that. I was like, oh my God, don't beef over me. Like, no, it's not that serious. But shout out to Rem, shout out to Pat, I love them guys, man. They got the most loyalty I've ever seen in hip hop or entertainment company. Like, they are bomb. You know what I mean?
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Yeah, y'all. So the interview has come to an end, unfortunately, and we have to move on. So I want to thank my very special guest, the man of the hour, literally, Slay, aka King of the Hookah, aka best broker in the game. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you telling us about and make up your story. Definitely blessings.
Listen, definitely shout out to Stars and Makeup. And you know, this is definitely the hottest up and coming blog website out there. So everybody, make sure y'all go check out starsandmakeup.com and also go check out my urban clothing line. It's definitely called lifeurbanwear.com. Our Instagram page is lifeurbanwear, and you definitely hit me up at any time on Instagram, IG King of the Hookahs, and Facebook, Mel Jones, and you know, pretty much that's pretty much it right there.
You got Twitter?
Nah, I don't do Twitter. Listen, I'm gonna have to have somebody do that campaign for me.
You gonna have to get a Twitter account.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard it first here. Scars and Makeup, y'all.